everybody, it's OMAD Caroline. If you don't know me, OMAD stands for one meal a day, and I have been doing one meal a day for 21 months. And you just tuned in to my monthly weigh-in recap, tell you how my month went. I'm going to make this pretty short and sweet because this day is going to be crazy for me, and I can't wait to share some exciting news. Like I had said in a previous video, I'm going to be doing a fitness challenge fundraiser, and I'm actually meeting with the domestic violence shelter that I will be doing the fundraiser for, working on the details so I can start rolling that out. So stay tuned for that. So let's talk about this month. But before I get to that, let me tell you a little history about myself if you are just tuning in for the first time ever, okay? I started this weight loss journey back in 2019. In May, I stuck with one meal a day, and at my 1 year anniversary, I actually got down to 155. So I had a loss of 80.4 pounds in my first year, and I'm pretty stoked about that. So after that 1 year, I was like, hey, because I used to do weekly weigh-ins. So if you guys want to check out my weekly weigh-ins, I got a playlist. And also my first 30 days of doing OMAD, I did a daily vlog. I think my first month was my biggest struggle. So if you are just starting on your journey, that might be a good playlist to watch, is the first 30 days playlist, because just know that it may all seem like roses sometimes when I do weigh-ins, but I know where you're coming from. Check out that, and maybe you can find some videos that might help you out and that you can relate to, and maybe give you the drive that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, if that makes sense. So yeah, but so when I hit that 1 year mark, I was like, hey, I'm not going to do weekly weigh-ins anymore. I kind of went into maintenance mode, and I kind of got fitness focused over weight loss focused. So I said, hey, I'm going to do monthly weigh-ins, and that's where we are at right now. So let's get to it. First, let's talk about this month and how I did. You guys, I did a little calendar. So I think I'm going to start doing this for the monthly weigh-ins. I'm just going to share my calendar on how I did. And also, as you guys know, I also want to really dial it in for February, March, and April, up until May 6th, my 2 year anniversary of this journey. And what I mean about being dialed in is I am planning on getting fat loss focused. I know I've been saying that in the last few months, and I dropped the ball. But I mean it this time, you guys. I freaking mean it this time, because I'm tired of my excuses and I'm tired of reasons. It's time to get focused. And I'm excited to say I kind of started getting dialed in before even this weigh-in. So let's take a look at this little handwritten crazy calendar. Yeah, I got really bad handwriting, so sorry, but as you guys can see, I was pretty great in the first part of the month. All the way through the 13th, I was really good OMAD. I want you guys to know that I got really comfortable dirty fasting. And when I say dirty fasting, I consider dirty fasting to be only artificial sweetener drinks. That's all I consider dirty fasting. I don't really think anything that you chew or anything that has calories is considered dirty fasting, but that's only what my definition is. All those days, I definitely was one meal a day, hardcore, probably most of those days dirty fasting. I was really getting hooked on the Diet Coke. The night before, Ted and I took off for vacation because we left on Friday to head down to do my half marathon. I had a little bit bigger of a window because we went out for a couple of glasses of wine. So I had a 4-hour window. So we went out, we had OMAD, I had some wine, all right? And then Friday we were traveling a lot. I ended up having 2 MAD. So I had a relatively light lunch, and then we went out. I had lasagna. That's when Caroline was having a rough time. I was okay with getting lax on vacation. So I was on vacation from the 15th. I had my half marathon on the 16th, and that's when the floodgates opened on me just not having any kind of window and the snacking, and there was lots of alcohol, you guys, lots of alcohol, lots of wine. And then we came back on the 19th. So one thing I normally do when I get back from a vacation, most times I'll do a 48-hour fast, or I will do 72-hour fast just to detox. But this time I just didn't do it. You know, I know we had a loss in the family, we had a funeral, and I had a lot of other personal things going on, but I really don't think that's an excuse for me. And I know I'm going to get a lot of people, writing, oh, it's okay, you need to prioritize. You guys, don't coddle me. I don't want to be coddled. I really don't. So, it was an excuse, and it was a reason to go back to the old ways I used to comfort myself. So if you see across that week, there was no exercise. So instead, I decided to snack instead of exercise. And like I said, I had a lot of stuff going on, but training for this half marathon, like nothing stopped me from my fitness protocol. So I don't know. I think I might have been a little sad that the half marathon was over. And I was like, now what? But Saturday, I tried to dial back in. I said, you're getting it together, Caroline. Let's do it. Time to get back to OMAD. I had to cover the kids' shop. Such a good opportunity. So I did eat one meal a day on that Saturday after vacation, but dirty fasted. So I was still into dirty fasting. And then I had talked to Sarah on, I believe, that Sunday, and then I did have a 5-hour window on that Sunday. Ted was getting ready to head back on vacation, so I left that window open. So one meal and 3 glasses of wine within a 5-hour window. But that night, I kind of something clicked, and I said, I think it's time for me to clean up my fast, because a lot of the goal in February is I want to feed my body. I have never messed with my diet within OMAD. So what I mean is I have always ate whatever I wanted in a 1-hour window, but I always just ate whatever I wanted, and I know that I would like to get this last 20-30 pounds off. So I'm like, you know what, let's clean up the fast before we really start dialing in diet also, because I was thinking, what, we clean up this fast, I get off all the diet soda and just strictly water and black coffee and tea. That's all my goal was this week, is eat whatever I want in OMAD, but have a clean fast for a week. And I just thought that would be a good step towards kicking it in February without feeling like I've got all this overall restriction, if you know what I mean. So it's the first step of my baby steps. Yeah, so I'm really happy to say that I've had a clean fast, you guys, since Monday the 25th. But anyways, so that is what the month looked like. Saturday, Ted asked me out on a date. So I ended up having a 6-hour window. We went to a movie. I ate. Then we went to a movie and I had some popcorn. It was in my OMAD 1-hour window that I give myself. I used the whole hour. But then he was like, hey, let's go out for some drinks. So we actually went out for a couple of drinks. I had a couple of glasses of wine. And then when I got home, I had another couple of glasses of wine. But that was in a 6-hour window. So I kind of laxed on the Saturday, just this past Saturday. And then yesterday was a clean fast and back to OMAD. So I'm kind of happy with that. So sorry I went overboard on talking about January, but anyways, so let's get to it. So last month on January 1st, you guys, I weighed in at 154.2, and that was my all-time low for this journey. And then this morning I jumped on the scale and I weighed 158.4. So I had a 4.2 pound gain. I know you guys are like, oh, that's crazy. You guys, I'm very happy with that. I really thought I was going to, especially with the way my jeans were fitting me a week ago, I thought for sure I was going to have a 10-pound gain, 8-pound minimum. So I'm really happy with that. I'm still in the 150s. I'm happy with that. I'm cool with that. It just proves my body's pretty comfortable. I really think I got a body weight set point here in the 150s, like I talked about before. So let's talk about inches, because remember, you guys, I didn't do any exercise the week of vacation then getting back. But last week, I really didn't get back to strength training. So you're talking about I probably took about 2 weeks off of strength training, and the inches are going to show that. It really is. So let's take a look at my inches. Last month on January 1st, I had overall inches of 185 and 3/4. And this month, I've got overall inches of 186 and 3/4. So I gained a total inch somewhere on my body. And if we take a look at the details, you can see I gained a half an inch on my chest. I really think it's back fat, you guys, because oh my gosh, you guys, I took my before, because I'm doing a body transformation from this weigh-in today till May 6th. I took before pictures. I had Ted snap before pictures. You guys, my back fat is so bad still. So bad. So I see that's not boobage. That is like back fat. I tell you that. I will be sharing the before transformation and then the after transformation on May 6th. Hopefully there's a big change in 3 months, because till you take those pictures, man, you think you're doing good, and then it's like, oh snap. There's definitely progress I can make, if that makes sense. So anyways, but all right, so let's take a look at my arms. I lost, gosh, it looks like I lost 1/4 of an inch on each. I'm not sure why my things calculate rounded up to 0.3, but it's 1/4 of an inch I lost on each of my arms. Doesn't surprise me, because when I went and did my strength training, I even shared it with Eileen and Sarah. I could not do as much weight or reps as I did, over 2 weeks ago when I did strength training. So I knew I had lost some muscle there. I gained a half an inch on my hips, a whole half an inch on my hips. What? But nothing on my waist. So that's a good thing, right? That's a good thing. I didn't gain anything on my waist. So, I mean, I just half an inch on my hips. Oh. And then I gained 1/4 of an inch on both my right and left thigh. Sorry about that, 0.3. I'll correct that, my file. But a total gain of an inch on the overall body. I think the problem with people like me, I gain somewhere overall everywhere. And I think, like, dude, I gained 4.2 pounds. You gain everywhere. Like, that weight sneaks up on you, because there's not a big difference in weight, the way your clothes fit. There's some, but not a big. Like I said, most of the time I go by how my jeans are feeling on my waist, but everywhere else I felt like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. But it's like when you gain overall, it just sneaks up on you. If I was just going by the feel of clothes in that, I probably wouldn't have thought I gained 4.2 pounds, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm glad I stay up on measurements and stuff. But so that's that, you guys. Let's talk now about where I am sitting as far as overall weight loss since the beginning of my journey. And so I had started at 235.4. I'm weighing in at 158.4. So that means I'm down 77 pounds. I would like to see down 80s again, but yeah. So I know I was going to share with you guys what my plan is for this next 3 months and the transformation. This video has gotten so long, so I think I'm going to do that later. Also, I just really don't have it dialed in. I've been really focusing on this fundraiser challenge I'm going to be doing, and I got that meeting today, so I'm hoping I'll do that, get that stuff kind of laid out, and then take a moment to really get my plan as far as fitness, as far as how I'm going to eat within my OMAD. The thing that's really going to change with me, you guys, is in order to calculate macros and know how much protein, know how much fat you're getting, you've got to count calories. I mean, there's no way around it. And I've never been a calorie counter, and I'm always being asked, hey, how many calories do you eat? What do you eat? And I really can't ever say. And I don't think all calories react to your body the same. So, like, that's kind of why I'm not so into calories. I feel like it's more of a hormonal response to food. But because I got to figure out macros and I'm going to have to do calories. So that is good news for your calorie counters, because through the months, these next few months, I will be calculating my calories. I'll be telling you what percentage is coming from protein, what percentage is coming from fat, what percentage is coming from carbs, and I'll be taking a picture of what I eat. So, like, you see all that little check mark and sad faces and everything on that calendar, I think next month's calendar is going to be more of what I ate, where the calories are coming from. Watch out for that, but I'll roll out what my plan is in another video, so this isn't so long, because I know most of you are just tuning into my weight and my measurements. Yeah, so that's what's going on. And like I said, I feel like I haven't been able to sit down. I'm working on three fitness plans for some people, and then I'm working on my new fitness plan, and then I just haven't gotten a chance. I know right now, like this past week, I have strictly done clean fasting, and I have moved to whole foods. So I know I'm doing that right now just to easily move into what the plan is, but it's about body transformation, it's about aesthetics, it's about me looking different than those horrible pictures that I just took this morning and looking like a new me in May 6th. I am gonna be very strict and very focused on May 6th. Whatever I look like in the after pictures is who I am, and I'm going to accept me for that, because I know I put the work in both fitness and eating, and I'm going to be happy with me, So just know that. So I don't have a specific number I want to reach. I always say it would be nice to be in a healthy BMI. That would mean that I would definitely have to lose close to 100 pounds overall in this journey. But I don't want to put a specific number on it, because I think sometimes when you put a specific number that you want to get to, you hurt yourself when it comes to fitness, if that makes sense. I don't want to sacrifice gaining muscle and the gains in strength training just to see a difference on the scale. So that's where I stand. Oh my gosh, you guys, this has gone over so much. So I'm going to let you guys go. Here is a little bit of sledding video. We got hit with a snowstorm. It's still snowing outside, but we took the grandson sledding yesterday, and it was so much fun. But yeah. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye. Eating one meal a day for, oh man, how long has it been? I don't know. Let me restart